Venus is going direct on 4/12/2025, the day that we have a full moon and so many things in store when it comes to astrology. Venus, the planet of love, money, pleasure, sensuality, beauty, sex, and more, is in her exaltation until April 30th, 2025. So, how can you use these energies best for you, boo? We're going to get into it today when it comes to astrology fortunes for all 12 rising signs. I invite you to check your sun, moon, and rising as well as your Venus, but check that rising first, y'all. So let's talk about this right off the bat, y'all. I started this recording at 111, so let me know if y'all are seeing 1112 in the chat, boo. But for those of you that are new, what up? I'm shamelessly sexy Jackie. I am a psychic medium and a certified sex therapist turned sexual confidence coach because I use astrology to help people learn about their sexuality, turn-ons, pleasure, kinks, all the damn things, yo, and more. So if you are new, I need you to smash that subscribe button, boo. Like this video, give me a thumbs up, yo. Always drop me a comment in the a heart in the comments below, okay? After this video, during this video, let's go. Let's pump this up. Who's excited? I am just so pumped because literally I feel like we have just been through it, Shameless Squad family, when it comes to the astrology of this year here, okay? We've been through retrograde seasons. Venus is finally done retrograding and is going direct here. Now it's like, here is our new year, babies. Okay, so whew, I'll take a breath, breathe and calm down, everything like that. But I'm just so excited, y'all. So thank you to all my returning subscribers. Thank you for all your likes, subscribes, donations, comments, everything. As you know, this is my only stream of income right now, and YouTube pays me once a month. So I just appreciate it. And I love all of you and all the support in the chat, boo. Make sure to share this with any friends out there too. So here's what I'm going to get into with this video, Shameless Squad. We are going to go over the general astrology. No, I'm not looking at your birth chart here, okay? Always book a private reading, the Sabian symbol of this day, and we are going to look at numerology, astrology with this, as well as what Venus is aspecting. And we're going to look at the rising sign fortunes again to see what's ahead for you and how you can really use this energy for your best self, higher self, whatever you align to in regards of love, pleasure, self-esteem, self-love, beauty, art, music, money, sex, honey, whatever it is, okay? So let's discuss this right off the bat. So I'm going to tell you right away that Venus is in her exaltation of Pisces at the 24th degree here. So numerology, that specifically represents the third eye chakra here. So this is the unconscious, this is the psyche, this is understanding our emotions and really learning how to detect our shadows to live more harmoniously in order to understand anything that might be unclear, even endings here. The 24th degree also often adds qualities of service and responsibility and creative manifestation to the celestial body that it affects. And so Venus here, right? Love, sex, money, sensuality, self-love, self-esteem, honey, okay? And it can suggest a point of maturity where practical and emotional energies are just harmonized. When it comes to numerology, it really blends the two, grounded energiness with the four, so harmony and balance here, foundations, but also promotes a lot of enduring creativity as well as diplomacy. So I just love that Venus is in her sign of exaltation, Pisces, at this 24th degree. So you're going to be feeling this, Shameless Squad. Let's talk about the Sabian symbol, a screen of prophecy here. This was someone from the past that literally had been seeing different images and it applied to astrology specifically. And it goes over all these different key themes in a birth chart. It's freaking wicked, but I love it more because it shares more information in regards of the astrology. So I just love it so much. Okay. So 24th degree in Pisces, and inhabited island word is cultivation. I love that. So adaptability is the theme. This symbol speaks to self-containment, self-sufficiency, and having everything you need to function independently, ready, and available at hand. It also speaks to skill in organizing resources for their maximum or most profitable use. The image of an inhabited island is emphasizing ingenuity, and it stresses the importance of thoroughly analyzing the potential usefulness of everything that can be found at hand in any situation of need. In practical terms, this degree is about learning how to adapt at the things in new ways, in different ways, and being willing to make do. Positive. At its highest, this symbol represents inventiveness, creativity, and the ability to find clever or novel ways to get a job done. Negative. Selfishness, self indulgence, and egocentric isolation. So, today the accent is on your self sufficiency. You may find that this is a do it yourself day, and your opportunity and your greatest advantage lies in using your ingenuity and to create what you need from things that you already have. Get rid of pre-assumptions, and a thing is what it is or what it does. Risk. Guard against trying to be too independent or telling yourself that you don't need any help from anyone. Avoid cutting yourself off from people who don't let you have it all your own way. Learn to cooperate. Stepping stones are development, civilization, culture, resourcefulness, organization, refinement, adaptation, self sufficiency, self containment, ingenuity, making do, establishment, advancement, progress, and growth. So, Shameless Squad, this is a time to be able to create new things, progress forward, not be self-reliant, really open up your wings and just fly away. Yeah, I believe I can fly, but like ask for help too in the situations too, boo, okay? So I am going to talk a little bit about this specifically. So Venus aspects on this day is making a beautiful water trine to Mars in Cancer here specifically. So you might be having a lot of feelings of creativity, taking action, being in a divine feminine flow kind of state and energy in this very beautiful Venusian. So you might find yourself wanting to listen to music, paint, create art, be around people, cook a yummy meal, like, and really just kind of enjoy, this energy overall. It's also making a conjunction to Saturn and Pisces, which conjunctions are either way. So new beginnings, they can go like this or they can go like that. So it's kind of like what you choose to do with that energy. But again, to Saturn and Pisces, which is talking about that diligence, responsibility, and also with that in Pisces, having this creative way and responsibility to get things done. It is making a sextile to Uranus and Taurus. So like shock and awe surprise moments and different types of things, which I really love. And then it's also making a conjunction to Neptune and Aries. Again, it's a new beginning that could go either way for you specifically when it comes to this energies. And this could be a brand new beginning on like, how can I, with Venus at its exaltation in Pisces, maybe conjuncting Neptune and Aries, to make my dreams come true and have a solid like plan of action here, groundedness with Aries taking leadership, being bold with this energy. It's also conjuncting the nodes of faith, so North Node in Pisces, which is very beautiful here, where it really can be this very etheric, mystical, spiritual, stepping into what it is that you love, what is it that you want to do, or how it is you want to make money, and even this higher self version of sexual self-care, even self-love here. And so that could be like even sex, intimacy, and pleasure and loving oneself here, okay? And it is making an opposition to the South Node in Virgo. So be mindful not to be critical of yourself. I know it's easier said than done, but that is really what the South Node in Virgo is teaching us this year. Let go of perfectionism, let go of criticism, let go of these low vibrational shadow energies of Virgo here. So pay attention to that too. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through rising sign fortunes. I'm going to pull a oracle card on money, for money, finances, career, retirement here, and sex out of my Astro Sexy deck here. And then I am going to tell you a little bit more about this specifically as well. I'm going to pull up the chart, share my screen, everything like that. And I may pull a couple tarot cards too. I don't know yet. I'm going to see how I feel here. So I'm going to tell you a lot about this specifically. I'm going to try to intuit and interpret the chart as best I can when it does come to love, sex, money, all these aspects, honey, as well as self-esteem here too, and how you can really use these energies, Venus and exaltation, just this energy through April 30th, just in general, and how this could be really good for you. Again, I recommend watch your rising sign fortune first. It's going to be the most accurate, and this is general astrology. As a reminder, I am not reading your birth chart here, okay? So you are invited to also watch your sun, which is your purpose, your life, your passion, your career, your money, your moon for emotional intimacy, intuition, lots of love, feeling kind of energy, your rising for who you are in the game of life, and Venus for also sex, money, love, bed pleasures, all the things, honey, okay? So let me pull up this screen, Shameless Squad, and share this with you as we go through the different aspects and the rising sign astrology fortunes here. So let's share. Okay, Shameless Squad. So I'm excited to get into this with you today. So, what we will be doing is going through the rising sign fortunes here overall. If you have a little bit of a hard time remembering which one Venus is on the chart, that's okay. I'm going to be walking us through this. So, you got Venus right here. I think of her as this, oh, I want to give you a little hug overall. Also, power colors for Venus are bright colors, rainbow colors, va va voom, which is why I also chose to wear this, and it's also pink, y'all. So I was like grabbing my little like drinks over here and I was like, oh my gosh, I am just a mother effing rainbow right now. I have like my probiotic poppy pink sign, right? And then we have this G0 Gatorade Zero pink flavor. So are y'all drinking some pink drinks? Like, does Starbucks still do pink drinks? Like, whatever. But anyway, you might just be inclined to manifest by wearing really bright colors. Maybe that's going to help up the vibration of exaltation with love and sex and money and self pleasure and self love too here, boo. So cheers to you, Shameless Squad. Mm, I love these poppies. Have you all tried them? So let me know in the chat below or comments below if you've tried them. Let's talk about this. So, Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising, with Venus stationing, going direct in your 12th house here. This is going to be some things in regards of love and money and sexuality that are kind of hidden, or maybe kind of questioning how can I practice a little more self love for myself? How can I hone in on self esteem here specifically? What is it that I might be kind of missing if I'm in this 12th house kind of vibe and energy? This is mental health, this is psyche, different types of things. And I think a lot of you might just kind of have some excitement with how that is, maybe you taking some time for yourself a little bit more in regards of how this is aspecting specifically in the chart. So this is, this is going to be Venus in the 12th house, making a trine to Mars in Cancer, which is over here in your fourth house. So this might be nice for you to have like some very creative time at home, maybe like spending time at home with family. Or if you are married here, this might be some sensuality here at home. This might be sexual self-care days at home, duvet days at home. This might also just be taking some time for yourself here. When it comes to this as well, you may feel inclined to like redecorate your home, recreate your home, maybe have like a little secret spot for your home here too. And again, this is Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus here. So I don't know if I said that overall. With it also sextiling Uranus and Taurus in your second house. This is like shock and awe windfall of maybe money, surprises, surprise like extra money coming in, surprise gift coming in, because Venus is also about gifts. Surprise something pleasurable coming in. This could also be like surprise like date night here. Surprise second house is like, wow, maybe a shock of confidence, maybe damn, I look good in this outfit today. Maybe, whoa, I have no idea where like how my sexual energy, like I'm feeling really good about myself here, or like people see something in me here too. Um, Uranus and the Taurus in the second house too, which second house is Taurus. This is could also just be a lot of love just kind of coming your way, and people kind of noticing you with like some secret attributes that maybe they're pointing out in you that you didn't see from yourself, and then it helps you because it's like hidden from the psyche. So it's very beautiful energy. With this making a conjunction right here to Saturn in Pisces, and then also Neptune in your sign, Aries, you have a lot of different things going on. And the North Node, the nodes of fate right here. So when it comes to Venus, you might just be overall thinking, how can I be more structured in date in like maybe 12th house, taking care of myself, my mental health, my wellness, my fears, my subconscious, my psyche. Maybe you're doing some things with like a meditative practice in the 12th house. Maybe your psychic antenna is popping off a little bit. Maybe this is something where you are really stepping into some sort of powerful purpose with passion in a very action oriented way, with Saturn really wanting to be right next to this too. With Neptune and Aries, you might be called to really fight for, how you show up in regards of relationships with other people or even lovers here specifically. And this could also be maybe even elders, people that are older than you, Saturn here. But there's also this very mystical energy where you might be looking at things spiritually. You might be getting lots of dreams overall. You might just be a little bit tired during this time. I'm not going to lie, because this is happening on the full moon as well. And with it at her exaltation until the 30th, you might get a jolt of energy a little bit later on this month. So pay attention to your sleep routines as well well here. But I do see like some brand new beginnings with you taking action on like your higher self. 12th house is also mystic higher self. Saturn as well, taking some really diligent action towards this. And with Venus opposing your South Node in the sixth house, this is health routines, this is coworkers, this is colleagues, this is rental properties, agreements here, this is pets. You may be releasing or letting go of anything like that, or just releasing any self criticism about how you show up for work, your routines, and really taking some action here on self care. So, a lot of different themes here for you, Aries rising and Sun, Moon, and Venus. So, let's shuffle out money, finances, and career. I really love this for you. You might be getting a lot of, in regards to sex, this could be like sexual fantasies, 12th houses here, lots of love coming in here for you too, okay? Ah, fruits of labor is showing up for you. I know this might be tiny on the YouTube video, but you got the tree here. Rich gain is here. It's time to reap the fruits of your labor and become rich. So you have a lot of money coming in too. Maybe some of you are also getting, this 12th house is also money from far off distant shores, lands, people, places, spaces, whatever. 12th house. Okay, so then you got an affirmation out of my Astro Sexy deck, which is very beautiful. Okay, I don't know if y'all can see that, but it's Cancer's affirmation, which you have Mars and Cancer in your fourth house. So very beautiful. I'm allowed to protect my sexual energy and trust my intuition. This card says 46. You could be 46. You could be changing some things up with your sexual self care at home, kind of having some fun beauty rituals, sensuality routines, maybe learning about sex, reading about sex, doing some different things. Money or your overall tarot spread, you got Two of Pentacles to the Three of Pentacles and the upright here. So you're really gaining some money here overall. You may be balancing some different tasks in your life, specifically with love, money, sex, pleasure here, or maybe even like a group of people here. Yeah. And then you have the Knight of Swords sideways, Aries. So legit, there's some sort of new creative opportunity that I see you really wanting to take and move forward on. Rainbows could be significant to you. You could be seeing deer, which do ask us to practice a lot of patience and gentleness on ourselves. But this is some sort of victory ahead in the next couple weeks that's coming in for you. So you'll really have to let me know. The Three of Pentacles card here too has the full moon on it. So just pay attention to the energies of that today as well here. Okay. And Three of Swords in the reverse, you're coming out of any heartbreak, and you have the Magician in the upright. So you're manifesting new conversations with people, new love with people, new contracts with people. Seven of Cups in the upright, you're allowing yourself to dream during this time. So, Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising, and Venus. Let me know what resonates with you in the chat and the comments below too. Make sure to like and subscribe this video, completely free to you. It does help me and the channel grow, and I see about 4,000 of you always coming back anyway, so I know you're going to want to be here. Okay. All right, Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising in Venus. What's up, Taurus? How y'all doing? Let's get some Taurus emojis going on in the chat here, okay? So this Venus going direct is going to be in your 11th house. This is like a wish house. This is a dream house. This is friendships, communities, relationships. With sexuality specifically, you might be meeting some sort of new like sexual connection or a partnership through friends or community places, spaces that you love to go. This could also be some sort of wish fulfillment that is coming in here now, specifically because this is in the House of Wishes. It's a very beautiful house here overall. For you, Taurus, this is also about taking in a lot of beauty and pleasure with friendships, sensuality here. This is also potentially like when I read this house specifically for sexuality, you might be putting yourself out there. Maybe you're kinky, poly, queer, whatever, and you might be finding more people in those types of communities, or even just going to places and spaces that like you really love with friendships and relationships here. A lot of conversations are happening here. So this is friends and community here, but also like this is with it trining Mars in your third house. This is also short, distant trips, travels, neighborhood opportunities, aunts, uncles, nieces, nephews, siblings, cousins. This is also sales and social media and writing projects here. So you might be really called to create something with what you're writing, what you're doing during this time, which I absolutely love. And you might just get inspiration in a local community, or maybe you're going to the coffee shop to write about things that you love. Maybe you're going to a restaurant about things that you love. Maybe you're taking some breaks with meeting friends up and going to different types of community events here. And maybe you find love in some sort of community event. This could also be a money opportunity that is related to these different types of creative endeavors and projects here. You might be traveling on a short distance trip as well, and you just meet more and more people and connections. With it sextiling Uranus in your sign of the first house here, this is a beautiful flow of an aspect where it's kind of easy, but things do have to like make some forward movement, is the best way I can describe it. And so this could be like, surprise, somebody's like complimenting you on like your body, your outfit, your expression, your personality, how you show up in this world. Um, maybe your sexual identity, like even just saying like, wow, you're so this and out there and I love you, or like you've got such great energy or whatever. This could also be with Venus here. Money coming to you from like a friend, a ally, like in some sort of community endeavor here, and like they're giving you money. It's like shock and awe, surprise money here, okay? Shock and surprise awe, love maybe at first sight here if someone's just like looking at you in that kind of way here, which I think is kind of cool and nice overall. Um, and with this also, this could be like a surprise, maybe sex date, hookup, friends with benefits, like whatever when I read this for sexuality and relationships. When it comes to all these conjunctions, so you have Venus making a conjunction to Saturn, Venus making a conjunction to Neptune and Aries, Venus making a conjunction to the nodes of fate here, right? In Pisces. This is something where I think when it comes to your money, there might be some people, allies, friends, community that are really trying to maybe be maybe a wise mentor to you, help you reach some sort of like heightened destination here. This could also be like a lot of creative flow ideas that are just happening with Neptune also being here. This is something where I feel like there could be some brand new beginnings that are really critical for you to be starting, taking action on, and moving forward with. So it's kind of nice. You have all this watery kind of energy, Venus at her exaltation, money, sex, love. In these areas, a wish fulfillment could be coming to you very easily, but it's also about following your true purpose, your north, your destiny, what you're meant to do in this lifetime, where you're at in this lifetime, where you're going in this lifetime. And with Neptune in Aries, which it doesn't do its greatest as, you have a watery planet in like this fiery action, I want to fight you kind of gloves are off sign here. It's about more so you taking some action in this new beginning and taking the lead on what it is that you do want in your life here, which could be maybe there could be some opportunities to be working with those that really support you on your path, your purpose, or friends or community here as well. So I really love that for you. With Venus making an opposition to the South Node in Virgo in your house, this is really for a lot of you not to. Let me read this a couple different ways. So, sex. So, don't shame yourself for any past sexual hookups, friends with benefits, F buddies, one night stands, relationships, whomever you dated, romance in the past here. This could easily be a way for you to be critical of yourself. So, be mindful, practice self compassion. Selfcompassion.org would be a really great resource for you, Taurus. This is also something where that's sex. Okay. Now, this could also be like being upset with yourself for not creating something like sooner with some sort of love here or collaboration here. And South Node is about the past as well. This house is also like a luck house, some sort of money wish that didn't come true, that didn't come through. And maybe you're like, dang, I wish I did this, but now you may be coming back around to it. Is there a second opportunity for you to do something very creative, put yourself out there, write, sing, dance, act, make poetry? Maybe you're channeling lots of different messages too with this. So I would just be careful of some of those things in regards to your stories with money. You could be beating yourself up in regards of past ways you spent money or some sort of past investment. If you're like, oh, I really, you know, like I really invested all this money in all these different creative pursuits in my life, but I never moved forward with it. So damn, I'm kind of upset with myself with that. And so if you want to be able to be more diligent on like any financial matters, money matters, whatever, maybe work with Daddy Saturn right next to you, come up with a plan. And you got mind power out of the money deck here, okay, which I love for you. You got the brain here and public face. Wow, a lot of you are meant to be in the public eye here. It's okay to be yourself. Lead with your mind. Use intelligence, analyze data logic, and think rationally. Yes. So be mindful of how you're spending, be mindful of who you're dating, be mindful of who you're hooking up with. Then we have sextile. Like I said, something needs to come of this. There's some sort of growth and movement. And I said that at the beginning, like pointing that out to you specifically, Taurus. There's some sort of sexual growth, inspiration, and cooperation and feeling encouraged. Your goals are within reach. You could be 37. 37 breaks down to a 10. 10 breaks down to brand new beginnings and endings, but also this could happen on the 10th. Those could be important dates or numerology degrees, or maybe it could be a life path, like one or whatever. So, yeah. For the tarot, you got Seven of Swords in the reverse. So you may be coming out and kind of showing some people like new strategies here in your life. Ooh, choices, Gemini card in the reverse. I see a lot of you beating yourself up, and Aries energy for, yeah, some sort of choice in love in the past that didn't work out. So you have the Emperor in the reverse, you have Lovers in the reverse, and you have Seven of Swords in the reverse. I see a lot of you beating yourself up for giving so much energy to someone who maybe stole that and took up rent in your head, rent in your mind here, past lover, friends with benefits, buck buddy relationship here. For a lot of you, this could also been like, damn, I'm letting go and releasing of a job that I once really thought I loved here, but they pulled a fast one on me. I don't like this anymore. I'm not going to do this anymore. Or even this is beating oneself up by not taking action on your goals or making the best decisions here. So please practice self-compassion. Three of Swords in the reverse. Wow. So you're really releasing any heartbreak. And we have the Page of Swords in the upright. You are going to be moving into some sort of better new relationship, contract, love, friends with benefits, hookup, whatever. For those of you worried about money, you got the Queen of Pentacles in the upright. So I don't think you need to worry, honey. So again, Taurus, Taurus rising, Sun, Moon, Venus. Let me know what resonates in the comments below or in the chat below too. Would love that support from you. And also, if you're new, make sure to like, subscribe, comment, share, and turn the notification bells on. Please help the channel grow, especially if you found value in this too. It's completely free to you, okay? All right, Geminis, cheers. I gotta take a sip. Mm, these are so good. Let me a poppy. Okay. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. So you have Venus going direct in your 10th house of career, public persona, public image, who you are, and you have this energy with Venus here. Okay. There's a lot of different storylines that I got for you just in general before we even get into the aspects, right? Are you meeting a lover in a career here? Are you having sex with someone in a career here? Are you working a job that you love here? Are people complimenting your work here? Are you receiving more money or a promotion in a career? Like there could be a lot of great things overall. Are you really being confident in what it is that you are doing, kind of getting grip on some things, maybe moving forward or like a handle on certain things? With Venus trining Cancer, Mars and Cancer in your second house, this is really self-love, self-esteem, self-pleasure, sexual self-care, intimacy, sensuality. And I see this really being this nice, confident energy when it comes to the career and how you're taking action here and how you're taking your time when doing things very diligently in tasks, but also giving yourself a little bit more love and self-esteem and confidence here, okay? And really also like being very mindful. You may also be receiving some sort of money bonus from career here, which I love for you when it comes to money endeavors. You could also have something in particular when it comes to maybe like a one night stand or a hookup here, right? Because someone finds you like attractive here overall. This is also a lot of different types of financial opportunities that are just coming to you from the second house here. And you might be kind of thinking about how to take action moving forward with some sort of budget plan, finance, money here, which I really love for you with Venus making a sextile here to Uranus and Taurus in your 12th house. This is far off distant shores, lands, money online that you make. This is spirituality, dreams, different types of health, sleep, hospitals, different kinds of settings here. This is kind of something where, like, is someone getting out of a coma here? Is there a nice surprise of like someone's health actually doing really well if they're in the hospital? Is someone getting out of jail early? Like out of jail card free Monopoly is what they're telling me. Is this some sort of shocking money that comes to you from far off distant shore land? Is this a lover? Is this a sexual hookup here, right? Like there is something going on here between your 10th and your 12th. Are you traveling for work here to make more money? Are you learning that what you love to do is travel for work and really take your time with that? So shock, awe, surprises is really what's going on for you here. Now you have this Venus making a conjunction to Saturn, and then we have it conjuncting the nodes of faith, and then we fate, and then we also have it making a conjunction to Aries here. So what I see for you is really being disciplined in some sort of career path or setting, and I also see that maybe this is you stepping into some sort of higher purpose when it does come to your career, being very strong, very diligent, having a really good public reputation that is out there. I feel like some of you you're like it's kind of like Cheers. I don't know, maybe you're from Boston, but it's like where everybody knows your name. Dun dun dun. And they're always glad you came. Dun dun dun. So yeah, is there some sort of like travel opportunity for work? Is there some sort of networking opportunity that you're going to meet more people here because you have a lot going on in this house, right? And you have Venus and you also have Mercury like nearby chilling and conversations, connections, right? This is really you potentially having some new beginnings, only if you want it, though, moving forward with this, right? It's like not Blades of Glory. It's like Jackie Moon kind of energy from Semi-Pro. It's like you can have these new beginnings when it comes to, how you're being disciplined and showing up in careers or even relationships, right? And maybe some sort of destined opportunity when it comes to your 10th house, the persona here, as well as Neptune and Aries. Like, but you can dream it all, but you got to be it into existence. So it's like you can have it, but only if you want it. Okay. So let's shuffle out some cards for you, Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. You got sweet success. I love it. So you got a lollipop here. I don't know, maybe you work in the food industry. Maybe there's some sort of like sweet dessert that you're going to be eating for some sort of success, like a cupcake or a cake here, something about that. But there's some sort of celebration here. So it says it's not difficult to get everything you want, get what you want and enjoy it. You have the fourth house showing up, which this is your house of Libra here. Oh my God. So I forgot to say that. The South Node with Venus opposing the South Node of the fourth house here. This might be frustrations if you are working from a home office or setting or space and feeling like annoyed here specifically. This could also maybe not be getting enough love from maybe family members, motherly side, wounding patterns, relationships, a marriage here. This could also just being very self-critical of your house, your home, your space. Maybe this is something that you're trying to like get rid of stuff here specifically within the home that maybe you once loved and enjoyed and invested in, but you don't need it anymore. Now, with your Astro sex deck, you have the fourth house here. Okay. So we have, for a lot of you, feeling sexually safe at home and secure with a soul connection and a comfort, and some sort of comfort is coming. So I feel like, in regards of dating, in regards of love, in regards of sex, sensuality, self esteem, a lot of you are really just kind of looking for that here. Okay. That very nurturing Cancerian energy. So, overall energies for the tarot cards here, you have Seven of Wands in the reverse. So, there's some sort of need to defend your territory, you in some sort of setting here, stand up for yourself. And I see you doing that. Queen of Wands in the upright for something that you created or something that you did. Four Cups. This is going to bring you some sort of opportunity here. It's kind of like if they're telling me, like, if you're going out with friends and stuff, and someone's like, oh, I want to date him, I want to date her, I want to go for them. And you were like, no, I saw them first, or no, I already asked them out. No, 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 like, don't do that. I don't know why. There's something about that here. For others of you, this is you being very self-assured and dropping any defenses in regards of moving forward into this destined opportunity here that Spirit is giving you with the Four of Cups in the upright. So don't be down on yourself or anything like that. Five of Wands in the upright, and we have Pisces, the moon card here. You could have Pisces in your chart. This is going to be the same day as the full moon. Go back and watch my full moon video if you need to know more, but there's something that's being illuminated here that maybe you want to give up some sort of fight with. Maybe there's something that you can release. And for some of you, maybe that is some sort of, yeah, I cut the deck, work from home job, and it's the Hierophant in the reverse, or this some sort of like family tradition or thing that you don't necessarily like or want to be doing anymore. So, Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Let me know what resonates in the chat and the comments below. Make sure to like and subscribe, turn that notification bell on, drop me a heart in the comments after this too. And let me know what resonates with you. It's completely free to you. I know 4,000 of you are unique views, but you keep coming back for more. So be a part of my shameless squad, y'all. Okay, Cancers, we need to take a sip here. Cancers, how you doing? Mars still in your sign. I'm a Cancer sun, okay? I've been feeling it this year. I am over it. And collective, who might be watching this video right now, like, are you over Mars and Cancer? Like, what have your Mars and Cancer stories been? Has things been really slow? I know for me personally, it has been so hard to maintain a consistent exercise routine here specifically. So, cheers to Cancers for making it this far this year. Y'all are resilient AF. Okay. Okay, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. This is happening in your ninth house. Venus is in your ninth house of higher education, learning. This is also a luck house. This is following your true passion. This is your dharma, your love, what you love to do. This is spirituality. This is also hiring mentors, teachers, gurus. This is also the house of learning, or maybe even teaching something, taking a course, teaching a course, legal, law battles, things of that sort. And so, with Venus in this ninth house specifically, making a trine to Mars and Cancer in your sign here, this is something where you might specifically, when it comes to money here, you might specifically like win some sort of like money legal battle here specifically. This could also be maybe receiving some sort of like reimbursement, maybe from someone that you were working with if they like overcharged you. For some of you, when it comes to sex and libido here with Mars making this trine specifically to the ninth, you might be meeting somebody, from out of country here, someone from another culture here. You could also be traveling or going on some sort of retreat specifically here overall too. When it comes to this as well, you could have a lot of different like beauty ideas. You could be really looking at some different stuff and reading in regards of like books, things of that sort, higher education around beauty, around love, around money, around pleasure, around sexuality here with this trine here. You could just be doing a lot of different things around your body, your identity, learning about your sexuality too, here specifically, and even your libido. When it comes to um, love and money, again, you could get money from far off distant shores, lands, book publishing, places, spaces, things of that sort. This is also maybe that's what law is being incorporated to here as well. For a lot of you, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, this is also going to be trining your 11th house of wish fulfillment here. So, and community, connections, relationships. So there's some sort of wish that is happening for you in either love, money, or sex, or even creativity or self-esteem here. This might be like good if you work in the public eye or something like that. This could be like a wish fulfillment come true, people spreading your name, your business, everything like that out in local community or like, community with your allies up in here. This could also be like a lot of people saying how beautiful you are, friends, support, community, really trying to like big you up during this time, which I love so, so, so much. There could also be like some sort of like surprise creative opportunity when it comes to love, money, or even like a sexual self-care kind of opportunity, like love, money, sex, pleasure that could be coming to you here specifically, Cancers. With this also, making a conjunction to Saturn, the North Node, and then Neptune and Aries, we have these beginnings where they can go either way. So Saturn's asking you, what do you want to be disciplined in what you create or how you show up in love or how you show up for these ninth house matters? If you're working with a guide, a guru, a mentor, how do you want to make sure you're showing up and investing your time, your energy, your effort, and making some sort of plan here? Especially when it comes to the North Node of Fate here. You might be learning something about spirituality. Are you taking Qigong class? Are you doing yoga? Are you doing breath work? Are you doing meditation? Are you learning something psychically, spiritually here overall? With Neptune in Aries, there's some things that may come to fruition for you. Pay attention to your dreams here. There could be, with Mercury next to it, dream god messenger about different types of spiritual entities, deities, gods, goddesses, angels, even ancestors potentially with this, because there is something with this also making a for Venus to be making an opposition to the South Node of Virgo in your third house, this could be people potentially whom you love, or whom borrowed money from you, or whom, local people from the community whom you may have had sex with, like coming to you in the dream world land and trying to communicate or say something to you as like a last ditch effort of like some sort of forgiveness for me for being a lack of compassion here, something of that sort overall, or being critical of you, or saying this thing because maybe they're, celestial body on a soul level, like can't really say that, but someone is definitely trying to connect to you from your past. I feel like on the dream level here, and you might just forgive them, and that may be like an apology that's coming through, or just some sort of dream message here overall with the nodes of faith. With the third house here, making an opposition to Venus, this could be letting go of maybe a car payment. This could be letting go of a car. This could be letting go of like maybe someone that you chose to date in the community. This could be letting go of, a past learning way of how you were taught about sex or made to think about sex here, different lies or myths. And now you're learning about truths here overall. This could also be letting go of maybe how aunts, uncles, nieces, siblings, cousins maybe talked about like your self-esteem, your self-love, your self-worth here, and building this like very inner beauty and confidence too, and really focusing on self-love here. This is also writing. Maybe you're going to be writing about like these hard times online and maybe alchemizing that energy, sharing your story with maybe other people here. And you could be writing like books on this specifically overall. And with this as well, you could also be letting go of a social media platform that you just don't love. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Yeah, you're shedding here. Overall energy for money, finances, and career, and shut up. The overall card, oh my God, you're feeling it. That just like chucked out at me. But I'm going to show you. Yeah, you have a lot of choices. Some of you do need to work on your fitness and wellness. I kind of talked about that here. But the card underneath that says direction and it says books. So hopefully you all can see this on the screen specifically. But that's the overall energy. So shedding, reducing losses, elimination, and completing a metamorphosis. You're setting some higher goals here, yes, with where it is you want to go, your dharma, your love, your true north node here. Some of you might need some help with that and figuring out what's going on in your transit chart specifically, because this is a very spiritual house. And sometimes with those houses, we can get lost in the sauce and be like, I don't know what to do. And maybe hire a mentor because this says direction. Do not deviate from your path. Attract a mentor if necessary. And maybe that's even like a writing mentor or something. Okay. Tell me about sex, self-esteem, sexual self-care. Okay, you got Pisces energy, which there's a lot of Pisces going on here. Venus and Pisces overall is showing up for you. The number 24 could be significant to you, or even six broken down. You could have a Pisces in your life. This is something where you might be thinking about creative sexuality, focusing on your feelings first before having sex, but also staying open-minded. You might just be like snuggling or like cuddling partners here as well. You could have Pisces in your chart. They could have Pisces in their chart too. Okay, messages. Ten of Wands, Cancer. So you are definitely wrapping up a huge cycle of something that you don't want to do anymore. You're very resilient, you're very strong, and it's like you are almost there and it's done. Yeah. Queen of Cups, your card in the reverse here. You're letting go of things that you don't love anymore. And I feel like some of you just kind of need to cry because it's been a hard year for you. I know that, Cancers. It's been so tough. And maybe you've had to let go of previous jobs, positions here. Maybe you had to let go of certain things here specifically, and really ultimately change your whole identity. With Mars in the first house itself, you've had to cut out so many things that were just not good for you holistically as a person. And you've Eight of Swords in the upright, but you almost don't want to be vulnerable with people and you're holding yourself back from some sort of greatness here. What's the overall energy? Cancers. Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. You're letting go of something that's not spiritually aligned to you. There's no value in it anymore. And I think that's actually going to be really good for you because you are such an overgiver, Cancer. You are the mother of the collective. You are the one that tends to overgive your time, your energy, your love, your effort here. And Nine of Pentacles in the upright here. Okay. And what I love about this card specifically is that there is like, she is taming the dragon here. She is in charge in this Nine of Pentacles. You're getting some sort of new wish fulfillment and abundance here. And Six of Cups, it might come from some sort of childhood friendship, relationship, past, someone from the past here specifically. So Cancers, Hold out hope, please. I know you got this. Two of Cups. Again, new love, honey, could be coming into you or a partnership or some sort of big thing. But Cancers, let me know what resonates with you in the chat below and in the comments too, boo. Make sure to like, subscribe to this video, comment as well, please. It does help me grow with the algorithm and everything. Make sure to like this video. It's completely free to you, especially if you found value, okay? That helps me out so, so, so much. Okay, Leos, we're gonna take a sip. So, Leo, you have a packed eighth house going on right now, which I personally love. You maybe not. Depends on the Leo. Okay. Leos, you have this beautiful Venus going on in your eighth house here. So, are you looking into sexuality a little bit more? Are you looking into intimacy a little bit more? Are you thinking a little bit more about sacred sexuality, secret mysteries of sex, things that you are kind of exploring for yourself, or specifically kind of thinking more about who you are and really kind of exploring like these sorts of topics here? Are you focusing in on deep divey work of shadows? Like, wow, I really need to focus on my self-love a little bit more. Wow, I need to focus on my pleasures a little bit more. Wow, I want to focus on my self-esteem more. Or is this even like you being needing to say like, excuse me, Leos, wow, I need to really hone in on how much money I want to be making more, right? This is also taxes, occult wisdom, knowledge. Like, how can you also take some time for your spiritual self-care too, is what I feel like saying to you here, okay? With Venus making a water trine to Mars and Cancer in your 12th house over here, this is something where Venus and you got a lot of water sensitive energy. So I would not be surprised if you are creating something spiritually, if you're going to a spiritual guide guru, if you're taking action on some sort of new money endeavor here, something with spirituality that can make you money, or even like tax bracket, new structures that can make you money here. This could also be a shocking surprise of money here. Maybe somebody Mars in the 12th can be, surgeries, cutting cords, whatever. Like maybe you have somebody that works in healthcare, like, doctors, mental health therapists, counselors, whatever. Maybe you are going to cut something out, but maybe there's going to be something that you're going to gain because of that here. But this is a beautiful flow, trine aspect here. So it's also like, what are you going to create to be able to bring you more money, more abundance here? Some of you could be getting some sort of new like payout from like, something that you create that helps more of the world, because again, this is for far off distant shores, lands, things of that sort. This is the psyche. Maybe you're helping people with their fears, overcome them with Mars in the 12th house. Maybe this is something with spirituality, mysticism, occult wisdom. Pay attention to your dreams for you, especially Leo, because you have this Mars energy, and you could be getting some sort of like idea that you really love in your dream, and that might be like an inspiration to take action and move forward with it. So make sure you're dream journaling during this time. This could also be new sex dreams, new sexual love, partnership, relationship here overall, and it might be hidden from you, but it's coming in. And you might also just be trying something new with like sexuality positions, fantasies, mysteries, things of that sort. Really exploring some things more with this being a very sexual house here overall. You have Venus making a beautiful sextile to your 10th house here of Uranus. So this is like a shock and awe surprise of like work. It feels more money coming into you. It feels more like, what is a job that I want to do that I love here overall? How can I also maybe get paid to exist with self-esteem? Maybe you're working on some money mindset things here too, and focusing in on like being really grounded here. For some of you, this could be like a promotion, an uptick of work that's going on during this time, or even money, like maybe even selling something for really big here, from that could just even surprise you of how much money you got here as well. Same with Mars into the 12th here. So this could be like a low digital product that you make some money off of, boom, it takes off, or even like a high ticket offer that boom takes off here. This is about having a career job that you love. For some of you, this could also be like a hookup, friends with benefits, fuck buddy situation at work. And it's kind of like, wow, didn't think that was going to happen here. Okay. With Venus making a conjunction to Neptune and Aries, Saturn, and Pisces, and conjuncting the nodes of fate here, this is really something for a lot of you. You might be stepping into a Piscean kind of creative energy in regards of how do you create your dream life with day-to-day structure here. How do you maybe take some time to explore how to make more money, tax brackets, how to use other people's money, or even like this could be something where um, you might be like taking some time to explore some things that you just want to create is the best way I can say it, with like love and money and self-esteem and what feels really good and structured and disciplined here. And this is something where a lot of you could be working in the sexual wellness industry. A lot of you could be working in occult wisdom knowledge here, Reiki practitioner, psychic, tarot card reader, oracle reader, a spiritual sound bath healer, tuning forks, EFT tapping, just different types of things. There's something where some of you might try to figure out, you might be using the watermelon element during this time to also manifest more things here as well. Maybe you're making some sort of like water product or something of that sort here specifically. I don't know, but this is about getting other people's money, okay? So there's something that you could create or be doing like that could help other people. And with Neptune and Aries, this is also a new beginning that you could kind of take in order to really be assertive in regards of your sexuality, in regards of your sexual fantasies, in regards of whom you do like, maybe asking that person out on a date here for singles out there. For others of you, this could be like in long-term committed relationships, partnerships. This could be something where, maybe it's like we need a date night, we need a sex date, right? This very sexual house here. We want to try this new sexual thing here. And this could also be a lot of like ritualistic things with sensuality, with Venus being right here, okay? And taking a structured, disciplined approach here. With Venus making an opposition to the South Node in Virgo. For a lot of you, I see you letting go of a way that you make money here, or a way that you're not doing something anymore in your work life overall. Like, I don't want to make money this way. I'm releasing it. I don't like this. This makes me feel gross, icky, bad. This is, I mean, if you work in insurance or for insurance, there could be something with that, with this being like other people's money between these two houses, right? This could also be like letting go of any criticisms here specifically. Maybe you're letting go of some sort of like boss, or because maybe they were critical of you, or maybe things that you had done in the past here with money. Maybe you're cutting or kind of fighting with an accountant here. Maybe this is someone that there could have been, you could be dealing with death certificates, wills, things of that sort here. And again, that could be like a shock, awe, surprise, maybe even with these three aspects here, right? Uranus in the 10th, and Mars in Cancer in the 12th, and Venus in the 8th. Maybe there's someone who passes on. You get some shock, awe, money, surprised, windfall, whatever, inheritance. This could also just be releasing of maybe outdated ways of how you show up for yourself in regards of like your self-esteem, your money, your pleasures, your sensuality, your sexual self-care, whom you are releasing in any types of intimate relationships here overall in order to get new ones. Okay. Let's go over some cards for you because I'm very curious about this Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. So let me know what resonates in the comments and chats below. Okay. Money card. You got savings here. Okay. Pigs could be significant to you because there's a piggy bank on this card overall. This says you will always need to put something away for a bad day, create savings for the future. Yeah. So it definitely makes sense with this in your eighth house here, specifically in Venus. And you might be working with someone who's older than you, like maybe even like a financial advisor with all these different planets here. Sexual self-care. Yeah, we have Libra here specifically. So Venus is overall, Libra being ruled by Venus here. Okay. So a lot of you do need to have some date nights. Like I said, someone could be coming in. They could have Libra in their chart. They might love to flirt with you. This is like a brand new, potentially surprise, emotional spark here. They might want to spank you. For a lot of you, you might be going on dates and dressing up here. Okay. Tarot card. You have Eight of Wands in the reverse. Yeah, there's something that you're not enjoying anymore. And it's almost like you can't take action on this goal right now, or you have to release it. Yeah, the World card sideways, Capricorn energy, it's not as successful as you'd want it to be. And oh my goodness, Scorpio, Judgment card in the reverse. So your eighth house is packed. Leos, please don't be judging yourself when it comes to if you're struggling with libido, if you're struggling with sexual self-care, if you're struggling with loving yourself, your body here, okay, or any past choices. Please don't be critical. Yeah, Four of Swords, make sure you do rest during this time. Some of you do need to get some bed rest here overall. That's going to be really good for you for some of these things to be illuminated. But anything that was not for you, any sexual hookup, far distance relationship, offshore foreign land connection, group of people, decision here, anything that was not meant for you will not pass you by. Okay, Leo, so don't be hard on yourself here. Yeah. Five of Pentacles in the upright. A lot of you do need to be charging more, making more money, asking for some sort of raise or salary here. Your finances could have been depressed here. Um, and then you got the semi-square out of the Astro Sex deck. So there's some sort of tension that does need to be resolved specifically. Maybe needs to go to sex therapy with partner, spouse here in order to move forward to make better decisions for you. So Leos, please be gentle with yourself. Let me know what resonates in the comments below, in the chat too, boo. Represent Leos. And make sure to like, subscribe, share, turn on the notification bells, do everything. It does really help me with the algorithm. And I do appreciate you because it is completely free to you, Leos. Okay, let's take a sip, y'all. She's getting like cheeky. Okay, Virgo. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus here. So, Virgo, you have a packed seventh house that's been going on for you here. Okay. So, this is your house of marriage, committed business partnerships, contracts, negotiations, law, court case matters, legal situations, things of that sort, marriage here. Okay. This could be a really great time for some of you to be getting married here. I'm not going to lie. Or even you might be having a lot of romance during this time specifically, a lot of love or a lot of money or even a lot of sex here, okay? Maybe even multiple sexual partners because you got Daddy Saturn here. You got the North Node. There could be like falling into love with someone that was destined for you here. Maybe even from like a whole dreamy other place or space or whatever with Neptune here. Okay. But let's talk about this. And this could also just be like a dream way of making love, money, dream love life, dream, just so many dream things here and really being proud of yourself, Virgo. So I really love what's happening for you in this chart. Okay. So we have Venus making a trine to the 11th house here with Mars and Cancer, the friends, community, luck house, wishes, dreams come true, destiny. There is something with this trining. I'm telling you, Venus right now, for a lot of you, if you are single, I feel like this is a great time that you might be sexually hooking up with somebody. You might be going on out in some dates in the community. You might be meeting someone at some sort of event or even through people here. This is freaking gorgeous, especially if you're looking for a sexual hookups, romance, F buddies, friends with benefits, and it's all about relationships for you, okay? And this might also, you might meet somebody out in like some sort of creative endeavor here too, doing something fun. So make sure you're putting yourself out there if you are looking for love or dating here. I love this aspect for you. Then you have Venus making a sextile to Uranus here in the ninth house. And so, again, this could also be like shock, awe, surprise. Like, are you going to make money off of something from far off distant shore land? Are you going to be traveling out of country, out of state here and meeting maybe some sort of lover where you have like this soulmate kind of connection here, vibe? Are you going to meet somebody in grad school, higher education, in a course, at a retreat? And it's like, wow, this is just such a dharmic soul, purposeful connection here. Are you going to hire on like a guru or a mentor or something like that? And this is like a new person that you just really love and they become a part of your circle here. Are you going to hire on like a money coach here or a business coach here, right? Are you going to hire on a relationship coach here? There's a lot of things here. Self-love, self-esteem, like, yeah, relationships coach, intimacy. There's a lot going on here. Someone that you could really work with to help you in these personal areas of love, money, sex, intimacy, pleasure, sensuality, beauty. And I feel like there's a lot of people around you watching you during this time, Virgo, that could be helping you, but also just like paying attention to what you're doing here. Okay. With Venus conjuncting Saturn in the seventh here, this could be a brand new beginning in a business contract opportunity, work, life, through your relationships. And it could be destined that this happened for you during this time specifically here. This could also be something where you just really love what it is that you do. And it's like finally someone sees all the work that I'm doing here, and this could be more money. With Neptune and Aries here, this again, I see this as like dream job, dream goals, taking action on these different stuff and making sure that you move forward and really assert yourself in anything that you're wanting off of this energy here when Venus is exalted. Love, sex, money, intimacy, pleasure, honey, okay? Self-esteem. Can't say it enough. With it making an opposition, Virgo, to literally your sibling sign in the South Node here, you're going to feel this the most, right? So this is about you letting go of criticism self-criticism of maybe body image, maybe yourself, maybe your health, maybe your mind, because Virgo, you are the mind here, okay? Maybe releasing any self-criticism around with sexuality. This could be sexual identity, your body, your gender, how you show up, different types of things with that specifically, your personality traits here. This could also be trying to focus in on a little bit more self-love and releasing and dropping any perfectionistic tendencies and maybe how they show up in your relationships for love, sex, money, romance, pleasure here. So it's a word of caution to you, Virgos. Be very mindful of that. Okay. Money here. We got spiritual work. I love it. Like I said, hiring on a guru, working with someone with this too, boo. Very beautiful. You could be a Reiki practitioner, again, psychic, spiritual worker, tarot reader, sound bath, medium. But this says open your heart to a spiritual career and heal the human heart. You are a light worker. I love that for you, Virgos. Astro sex, please. Sixth house, legit the house of you, Virgos. What did I just say about don't be critical? Okay. But this is you working hard on your relationships, your prioritizing time together with sex and yourself. And there's a lot of self improvement that's ahead for you. Ooh, what did I say about love? You got the Lovers card, Gemini in the upright, some brand new choices. You have a guardian angel around you, and you have Ace of Wands. Okay. This is like one night stand energy. Some of you are being very creative here. I love it. And like I said, get out there in the community, do something creative, especially if you are single here, and put yourself out there. Literally, like I said, Two of Wands, far off distant shores, lands here, okay? You have this like world over here. So you might be traveling and really meeting like a divine counterpart here. Yeah, Eight of Cups. Some of you might be walking away from something that just no longer serves you or a purpose here. And I really love that for you, okay? We do have Aquarius in the reverse Fool card, so make sure that you just make the best decisions for you. Trust yourself. Make sure you got everything with traveling. Ooh, cutting the deck. You also got semi-square. You could be 40. You could be going through andropause, perimenopause, but this says needing to express yourself sexually. There are some small tensions that are arising. And then cutting the money deck, you got sweet success. Congratulations, Virgo. I really love this for you overall here. Okay, Virgos, let me know what resonates in the chat or the comments below. Like this video. Make sure to drop me a heart in the comments below after too. It does help me grow, boo. I would appreciate that so much from you. It is completely free to you. So again, if you got any value from this, please, that is so important to me. Do that. Okay, Virgo babies. I love you. Okay, gotta take a sip, y'all. She gets thirsty. I was gonna say Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Are you thirsty? Just kidding. If you know, you know. If you don't, that's cool. Okay, I'm done. Anyway, boo. Let's talk about this, baby. Let's talk about Libras represent. Maybe you're listening to music here overall and just really enjoying life, pumping shit up. Okay. Venus. Okay, she is over here in your sixth house of coworkers, colleagues, services given, health. This is also pets, rental properties, things of that sort here. Okay. So, are you getting a new rental property? Are you getting a new pet? Are you giving new services? Are you doing something different with coworkers, colleagues at work here? Okay. Are you working on your sexual self-care routines, right? Are you getting enough sleep at night so you're not crabby when you're getting booty if you, aren't celibate or ace or anything like that? Okay. We have Venus in your sixth house, making a trine to Mars and Cancer in your 10th house. So for a lot of you, this is a lot of creative sexual energy, a lot of beauty, a lot of pleasure, a lot of love, a lot of money here. Cash it on it, honey. Okay. This could be some sort of 10th house, like something in your career potentially that could bring you more money, being in a career that you love, maybe moving into some sort of creative career endeavor here, creating maybe with a group project with opportunities since the sixth house is coworkers, colleagues, groups of that sort here. Are you taking action moving forward on your goals in a career that are just more creative? And again, this could be beauty, pleasure. This could be music. Venus is music. It is arts. It is creativity. activity. So there's just so much that could be happening here for you. You could be getting some sort of bonus check that you had no idea, or money from someone in your career specifically. Some of you, are you hooking up with someone in your career sexually? Any external office affairs? Let me know. I'm very curious, yo. And with Venus making a sex house to Uranus in the eighth here, again, is this some sort of like secret, mystery, sexual hookup, friends of benefits, F buddy? And it's mysterious because it's in the eighth house, of Scorpio, which rules the eighth house, right? But it's Taurus with, Uranus here. So again, like, are you doing something also that is like, surprise, wow, just made a bunch of money. Surprise, had this sexual hookup. Surprise, working on self-confidence, self-esteem, self-love here. Surprise, beauty rituals. Surprise, like specifically getting money back from taxes. Surprise, like just something about like spirituality here, just having some insight on like what you love. You have these conjunctions happening in your sixth house. Saturn is asking you to be more disciplined in what it is that you love for your work here, your money goals here. It's also asking you to work on your self love, your self esteem in regards to your sixth house of where you're working, pets, everything like that, rental properties too, taking care of everything that you have here. And with the North Node here, it's also asking you, what do you want to do here specifically? How do you want to be creative here, right? Pisces is this creative, watery energy, but Saturn wants you to take action on these things. Having a plan for yourself. How can you be creative and make money here? And with Neptune in Aries, this is this sign of like, um, it's not in the most comfortable position here. So when you do take action on like your dreams and your goals, be careful being too aggressive, but be very assertive in your endeavors here specifically. And also, especially with services that you're giving to other people, you need to be getting paid enough. You need to be very disciplined, having maybe different contracts here in motion in place here, and really following what's your true north, what's going to light you up. So you might need to really look at that specifically overall with services given, things that you're giving to other people, things that you're doing. With it opposing the South Node in the 12th here, this is mental health, psyche, this is sleep, this is subconscious patterns, shadow work, programming, this is escapism, alcohol, drugs, addiction. Are you letting go of something specifically that doesn't really feel right for your physical health here, your routines here? Are you working on some things with like your body, your goals, fitness here, things of that sort, lifestyle, what you put into your body here? Are you letting go of some sort of outdated structure, routine that doesn't work here, right? Are you letting go of a therapist? Are you letting go of some sort of outdated mindset? Are you releasing a form of addiction? Are you just letting go of things that spiritually don't align to you anymore here? Okay. So watch out for some of these things, Libra rising. I'll be very curious about this. So let me know what resonates in the comments below here. Let's get a card for you. Money, finances, career. Okay. Woo! Star power. I love that this came up, Libras. And you have new beginnings underneath that. Very beautiful. Only if you take them, though. These conjunctions can go either way. They can go south, they can go north. So follow your north. Star power, become an influencer of the company, earn fame and popularity, step into the spotlight. Very beautiful, especially with Mars in the 10th there in Cancer. Some other coworker, colleague here could like big you up with that specifically with some sort of position, or maybe you taking point or lead on something here as well in career. And you're just like, it's go time. Okay. You have a beautiful trine here. What did I just say? That a strong sexual attraction or relationship opportunity is on its way. You could be 36. That breaks down to the number 9 here. Very beautiful. We are in the year of the 9. Tarot card. Hermit in the reverse here, okay? Virgo energy. So I would ask yourself with this 12th house energy in Virgo, the South Node, what are the things from the subconscious, the psyche you need to release? What sort of wisdom have you not integrated? How are you not taking the best steps forward for yourself? How are you being inactive? How are you being over perfectionistic? Yeah, and soon enough, you have Cancer, Chariot card sideways. How can you balance your yin and your yang energies, divine masculine and feminine energies? How can you move forward towards what it is that you do want? I feel like you might have some big epiphany moment here. And then we have Knight of Pentacles in the reverse here. So I feel like you need to release something in regards of, it's hard to make money. It's hard to find love. It's hard to work on my sexuality. It's hard to do these things. It's only hard if you make it that way. Yeah, Queen of Cups in the reverse and Nine of Pentacles in the reverse and Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. Oh my God. And the Strength card in the reverse. You really have a lot of different shadows to heal, is what I feel like telling you. Libra risings, this is from past life stuff. This is a lot of mental health stuff, maybe things that you don't see in yourself, and the 12th that other people tell you about. How this is karma. Maybe you've had to cut off any karmic relationships, patterns here. Maybe you have a packed 12th house of karmic relationships or patterns here, or maybe even seventh year or eighth. But this is something where I feel like you really do need to nourish yourself, fill up your cup here. For a lot of you, you need to release some sort of codependent dynamic here on other people and become more independent, specifically do things on your own. For a lot of you, you really need to work on self-love, is what I'm seeing. You've been dealing with something for at least 8 to 10 years here because you have 9, 10, and 11 showing up for you that needs to be worked and focused on. And that's okay. Like things take time and energy. Libras, I don't want you to beat yourself up for that. Queen of Pentacles, you put in what you put into yourself, you will get back to yourself. So money will come back tenfold. Self-esteem will come back tenfold. Love will come back tenfold. Sex will come back tenfold, right? This is all Venus stuff, okay? And we have Libra, your overall energy loves to flirt, spankings, dress up, wine. So I feel like you really are just needing to work on yourself for a little bit here, really focusing on any shadows and things that we talked about too. But you are going to be winning in your career, lots of money sooner or later. Luck comes to everyone. Don't spend things at once, okay? Libras, please be gentle with yourself. All will be okay. All will be well. And maybe that's something you can really say to yourself here. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, excuse me. When I drink carbonated drinks, I burp. So, and then I hiccup. Sorry, not sorry. Shameless squad. So, anywho, Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment down below in the chat, or if you're watching this later, what resonates with you, please do that for me. It helps me grow with the algorithm and everything like that too. And if you found value in this, it is completely free to you. So I want you to remember that it does help me as a content edutainment like channel over here, right? So definitely support your girl. And make sure to smash subscribe too. I know you will be back soon. Anyway, boo. Okay, Scorpios. Let's take a sip. I really think you're gonna like this though, with what's happening for you in Virgo, but I do need to take a drink of water, y'all. Okay, my loves, Scorpio babies. You're gonna have really fun with this, I'm not gonna lie. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. You have Venus in your fifth house here. So you have a lot of different things that you could be working on, focusing in on here. Let's talk about the fifth house. Fifth house is creativity. It is doing things that you love. It is a joy house. It is a luck house. It is a fun house. It is a dating, romance, pleasure, sexual hookup house. It is also like a money kind of house, like where you could just get some sort of shock and awe money in this energy, okay? With Venus being here, you could be focusing on some of these things in particular, specifically overall. Now, with Venus making a trine to from your fifth to your ninth house, specifically in Cancer, you have this beautiful, dreamy water energy. So, for a lot of you Scorpios, take advantage of like this clairvoyant energy that I really feel like is going to come in for you with dreaming what you want into existence. For me personally, this would be like, what is my perfect day? What is my dream life here? How do I get to create? How do I get to have love? How do I get to have sex? How do I get to have money? How do I get to make money? How do I get to have pleasure? And what is it that I get to take action on that people love working with me on in a creative endeavor, a creative way here? Ninth house, because it is so spiritual. That's why I'm saying do some sort of visualization with this specifically. That could really just be working off in your favor for manifestation powers overall here. This could also be you hiring on some sort of guide, guru, mentor, someone that's teaching you. Maybe you're taking a course, studying with something that you in regards of like love, money, sex, intimacy, sexual self-care, self-esteem here, with this being in the ninth. Ninth house is higher education. It is courses and teachers and mentors and guides and gurus and classes. So you might be signing up for something soon. And with this being a trine to Mars, it is going to help with anything with Mars and Venus when it comes to how you take action on money goals, how you take action on your sexuality and sexual libido, how how you move forward with your self-love, how you make sure you are confident in self-esteem. So whatever it is you're doing, I'm not playing with you, Scorpio. If you're like, should I do this course? Should I hire this guru? Should I go forward with this mentor? And this could even be a retreat for some of you going on far off distance, shore trip, whatever lands. And you're like, should I, should I, should I? Literally, the astrology supporting it. Do it, babies. Let me know what you're doing. I'm excited for you. Okay. Now, with this Venus making a sextile to Uranus in the seventh, this might be a surprise kind of like a date night. This could also be a surprise sexual hookup for those of you that are single. This could also be a surprise proposal for those of you that are not married. For those of you that are married, this could also be a surprise, maybe different proposal of something new that you might be doing here. For a lot of you, this could be just a surprise from someone that you love here. My phone went off confirmation with that, and I typically don't have my phone on. So you could be receiving some sort of message specifically with this. And there's something that's going to be seen here specifically overall for all of you, which I really love. Someone could be delivering you something in a mailbox here. This could be a lover, business partner. This could also be a surprise, more money from a business partnership. Surprise marriage. We're getting married. Surprise, we're getting engaged. Surprise, we're having a date night. Surprise, like we're gonna go to this place where we're gonna make more connections, relationships out there, things of that sort. Or surprise, you win some sort of like legal battle, like whatever it may be. So it's very beautiful. This could also be surprise money coming from a spouse, business partner, a significant other here overall significantly. So you might be playing like lottery, meat raffles, scratch offs, pull tabs, tickets, things like that. I'm not condoning it or supporting. I'm just saying you do you at the end of the day, boo. The astrology does support that here in the fifth house, though, which is pretty cool. Now, with Venus making a conjunction to Saturn and Pisces, this is asking you about what do you want to get serious on when it comes to your love life? What do you want to get serious on when it comes to your self-esteem and self-love? What do you need to get serious on when it comes to your sexuality? What is it you need to get serious on when it comes to your money? What sort of routine, what sort of discipline, what sort of action can we take here overall? So for a lot of you, you may need to schedule some date nights. For others of you, this might be scheduling sexual self-care nights with yourself. For others of you, this is like scheduling maybe meetings with financiers or accountants, or this could be like creativity days, right? Or just pleasure days, like just taking a whole day off for you. So self-care. And then we also have this new beginning with the North Node here with Venus. So how is it that you can step into some sort of creative destiny purpose here? Something potentially, some of you could be beauty artists, writers. This is also like a writing house. This is also for a lot of you an entrepreneur house too, business owner's house. Some of you, this would support being able to potentially play around with that new idea in business, but you have to take action, come up with a business plan, right? Be disciplined in it here and really be strategic about what it is that you're creating here moving forward. And it looks like, I mean, with this astrology here, right? I'm not looking at your birth chart, it would pay out. And with Neptune and Aries, this is wanting you to be very assertive on these different types of creative goals, on these different types of sexual self-care energies, on sex, intimacy, pleasure, as well as how you make money and really fantasizing what you want to do, but taking action and moving forward into it. All this water and Pisces could kind of make you feel like you're dragging down in these areas, but I feel like what's helpful is that we do have Aries and Neptune, even though it's not in its most comfortable position, Scorpio. This could be something that it is important for you to maybe move forward on with this and maybe even using your relationships and mentors here to take action overall. That's going to help you with some sort of accountability here. With the opposition to the South Node in Virgo in the 11th house, how can you stop being so hard on yourself when it comes to supportive people in the community? How can you stop being so hard on yourself on how you show up with friends or people, colleagues, not coworkers, but just like people that you really love, but there's some sort of criticism that you have here with that specifically. How can you also stop being so hard on yourself with, man, I wish I did this. I wish I was better at that. I wish, I wish, I wish. So careful of perfectionism here, specifically overall Scorpios. Okay, let's shuffle out money, please. Thank you. What's coming in? Bright ideas. I love this. This is so beautiful. This is exactly what I was saying with the creativity, and you have success underneath that. You're on the right track. Take action on your ideas. You have innovative ideas. New inspiration is coming. Test them out, okay? We have Mercury, like I said, lots of communication, lots of working with other people here. But for sexual energies, this is also sexual curiosities coming in, date nights, communication coming in fast. You could have Gemini or Virgo in your chart. This could also be Gemini or Virgo. They could have it in their chart, or if you're with multiple people, this could be multiple partners here as well. You could be bisexual, pansexual too. I love the cards that are coming out for you. The 29th could be an important date, as well as there's something about the 3rd and the 21st and the 11th. Yeah, Ten of Swords in the reverse. You are coming out of some sort of healing. Yeah, Temperance card in the reverse, like really depleted yourself here. You're not fully healed yet, but this also could have been dealing with some sort of partnership, relationship, negotiation, agreement. Two of Cups in the upright, maybe a lover, a partner, a new date, a new sexual hookup, something that you love. And with the Sagittarius Temperance energy in the reverse, you could have that in your chart. This could also be someone else that you're dealing with has it in their chart. It's just one of those things where things have felt very unbalanced for a while. And with this Two of Cups energy, balance is coming back in. I see you have a lot of loyal helpers. You've gone through a really lotus through the mud kind of energy this year so far. And Three of Swords in the upright. Wow. A lot of you are going through a lot of heartbreak. This could be like Three of Swords triangulation in a relationship, be that sexual, be that business, be that family, be that love, friends, whatever. For some of you, it is marriage here. You have the Hierophant in the reverse, could be with the Taurus, and Four of Swords in the upright, and the Devil card, Capricorn in the reverse. You might be coming out of some sort of fighting moment, or there's like this gift of releasing maybe this really negative energy of those that surround you here. Yeah, Seven of Cups in the upright. Trust yourself, your intuition. Pay attention to your dreams. That is the Seven of Cups energy here, okay? We have Aquarius overall as your affirmation. I embrace my sexuality, uniqueness, and keep growing my sexual comfort zone. You could be 53 and cutting the money deck here. We have endings are inevitable. You got the Skull. So cycles are over. It's time to rebirth yourself, and it's time to say goodbye here. Yeah, okay, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment down below what resonates with you. Please, it helps the channel grow so much. And I'm so grateful when you do. Let me know what's going on with you in the chat. Would love to know about what resonates and how you're feeling about these energies and how you plan to use them. Okay, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Let's talk about this for you. Okay, you got Venus in your 4th house of the past, ancestors, mom, the home life, family, things of that sort here. So Sagittarius, you specifically, with this making a water trine to the 8th house here, you may be working on some things when it comes to potentially psychology in past relationships, things that maybe were hidden or like hidden from you as a child, or mysteries here. You may be learning about some things when it comes to love and relationships, as well as sex, with Mars being sex and Venus being love, and both of them coming together in this. There might be some new creation in regards of these two coming together around some sort of will situation, because the 8th house is also wills. And with this being in the 4th, this could be a will around a mother, or just even someone on the mother line here specifically. This is a brand new creative energy where I feel like a lot of you are meant to potentially be called to create something from the home space, something that you love. This could be in the areas of beauty, music, writing, just anything that's very Venusian energy, as well as occult wisdom, knowledge. This could be taxes. This could be spirituality. This could be sexuality. This is a lot of intimacy. And I feel like you may not even know what this is, but there could be some sort of insight that really comes from your family line here, or from something that you did in the past, maybe even as a child or in your childhood, that you're really loving to do now as an adult, and maybe taking some action on this specifically, Sagittarius. With the sextile of the 4th to the 6th with Uranus, this is a flow of energy of maybe like there's some family connections who are setting you up with somebody that they know from work, a coworker, a colleague, whatever, in regards of love, or even in regards of money, or even potentially in regards of like rental opportunity, property, things like that. This could also be like a family potentially like selling you home, and this is like shock and awe money surprises with that here. This could also be potentially news of someone like maybe getting a pet or maybe shock, surprise, like you got a new pet here specifically, or maybe a motherly figure did as well. This is also coworkers, colleagues. This is health, fitness. Maybe you're going to do like some sort of walking routine, like with your mom, or maybe you're going to do something with your family around exercise and it's going to feel really good for your physical health. Maybe you're getting some information around health and wellness with family lineage and like, surprise, this is what we actually found out here for us. And it's kind of shock and awe energy specifically. There's a conjunction to Saturn here in the fourth house here. So for those of you that are homeowners or wanting to buy a home, a house, is there something that you need to fix? Is there something that you need to be disciplined on with taking action moving forward with taking care of this? Watch out for flooding in the house with water right here too. But again, pay attention to what your house is telling you during this time. And is this also like giving yourself a little bit of love, staying at home for a little bit and making it this very beautiful space and place, maybe even designing and decorating and being disciplined to take action to finally do it, especially if you live somewhere for quite some time. Create the home that you love, right? Maybe some of you are like manifesting some sort of dream home and the money to be able to have here. For others of you, this could just be like, I want to stay at home, right? And be with my partner, my lover, my spouse, or partners here, whatever it looks like. And maybe this is like a sexual connection in the home where you just want to be there for a little bit. Okay. This could also be like date nights at home. For others of you, this could just be with the North Node in the fourth house. How can you heal any past maybe wounding patterns or things of that sort? How can you also be very compassionate to the people that you live with, or even like, again, family members and motherly figures during this time? With Neptune and Aries making this conjunction here, this is something to be very assertive with how your home is, because this conjunction can be good or it can be bad. So I could totally see like potentially a motherly figure, trying to say something that they think they're being helpful here, just someone in your home, and they're like inadvertently like shaming you and they don't even realize it because Neptune is like, what? I didn't mean to say that. And it's like intention doesn't equal impact here because you got Mercury hanging out over here too, right? So just watch out for that. There could just be something around that with conversations where you just really need to stand your ground with this specifically. And for a lot of you, I feel like this is talks of like some sexual fantasies or even some sort of new beginnings with date nights at home when it comes to sex as well, or even potentially maybe you're renting out a property of home or something of that sort. With Venus, opposing the South Node in Virgo in the 10th here. This is something, Sagittarius, where I think a lot of you are beating yourself up about being very self-critical about how you're getting your work done, career, your finances, your reputation, your persona, how you're showing up. You're beating yourself up a lot, and maybe people in your home can really see that and recognize it. But it's about releasing things from the past. It's about giving up the things that are not working anymore and to practice some sort of self-compassion. So you may be frustrated with, how much money you're making during this time. You may be frustrated if you're out of a job during this time. You may be frustrated if you don't have time for sex. You might be frustrated if it's really hard to love yourself a little bit more during this time. So Sag Poo, be gentle on yourself, boo, if that's what's coming up for you. Money, please. Sagittarius. Okay. Ooh, you got fruits of labor here. I think Aries got this card. So rich gain is here's what this says. It's time to reap the fruits of your labor and become rich. And we have foresight. There's something that you're seeing during this time. Pay attention to your dreams and your third eye, to things that are more important to ensure wealth. Be farsighted and alert. So this is something, Sagittarius, where check all the placements in your chart. So this is for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus here. But watch the other parts in your astrology birth chart to get the full picture, because if you have Aries in your chart, that there could be some more to that you might want to listen to, especially if it's in your big three or big five or whatever, or just something that might be hidden that I said that could come to light in the outer planets. So for sexual astrosex deck, we got first house, ego, identity. And it's funny because I said that came out in Aries, and Aries rules the first house. Some of you might be taking some sort of ego hit or bruise, or you're like questioning who you are sexually, your gender identity, maybe even your appearance here. There's something about that. Okay, 5 of Wands in the upright. Hanged Man, and then you got the Gemini Virgo contract energy. So for a lot of you, you can see you've really had to fight for where you're at in life right now. And Pisces energy, Hanged Man, to the side here, it's like you're trying to reach for something that's not there yet. There's some sort of lesson that you're learning in regards of maybe overdoing, maybe fighting too hard for things that haven't worked out. And I feel like Spirit's asking you to surrender to that during this time, because when you do, there's some sort of golden opportunity that's coming in. This is Gemini Virgo. This is the Magician card energy, which is new starts, new beginnings, and taking all the things that you have and putting it into action here. Yeah, Four of Cups. There's a destined opportunity for you, but careful of like Capricorn energy, devil energy in the upright. Careful of material greed, careful of overworking, careful of power dynamics, and careful of not not doing something you love, because we also have the lovers card here. Okay, I see you have a lot of love and support that are around you, and you will make the best choices for you, Sagittarius. Cutting the deck, Virgo, you got a affirmation. Okay, for sexual energies, I am releasing what doesn't work for my sexuality and relationships. 48, breaking down to a 12, breaking down to a 3. Those numbers could be important for you. And again, that is something in regards that we talked about too with your sex, nice, your sex life or your 10th house with those things as well that could be impacting you with that opposition. Then we have love life, free from problems and money troubles. Enjoy the passion of love and be loved. Like I just said, you have a lot of love around you. Sagittarius, make sure to like, subscribe, turn the notification bell on. 4,000 of you are not subscribed, boo, and you are unique views. I would love you to be here and a part of my shameless squad. Help the channel grow, yo, especially if you found anything valuable in this. Please like hit that like button. That is so important to me. It really helps me grow, and with the algorithm and everything too, as I put out completely free content education, what is it, edutainment for you, boo. So I would love you to be a part of my shameless squad. Share this with any of your friends too, and let me know what resonates with you, Sag. Capricorn risings. Whoa, where are you, Cappies? I am one of you, boo. Okay, cheers. Girls gotta stay hydrated. Mars and Cancer, my other signs. Okay, but Capricorn rising, I am one of you, and Sun, Moon, and Venus here. Okay, so we got Venus hanging out in our third house of short distance trips, travel, online sales, writing, communication, communities, as well as creativity and technology and social media, as well as aunts, uncles, nieces, siblings, cousins, nephews, just all the damn things here, boo. And so, with this Venus here in the third house, making a beautiful water trine here to Mars and Cancer in the seventh, this is a very abundant creative opportunities, Capricorns, for you to be able to make money if you work online, if you work in some sort of community, and to get more clients, more partnerships, more relationships, more sales, because this is also a sales and marketing house. So, this is something where you might just be connecting with more clients. For a lot of you, this could also be some sort of connection with love. You meet somebody out in the community, and boom, right there, like you're sexually attracted to them, everything like that all works out. This could also be some sort of idea for a business partnership or a creative endeavor or a way to make more money or more opportunities here, legal contracts, negotiations, and settlements on some things and moving forward. This is about taking your creations and ideas and creativities and moving forward and putting something out there in the world and really being diligent about it and making money off of it, doing what you love here specifically. So this is a lot of other people's money potentially coming to you as well. Let's talk about with this Venus sextiling Uranus in our sixth house. This is pets. This is coworkers. This is services given. This is rental properties, agreements here. This is a health house. This is a routine house. So you may find like a brand new routine that you love doing in self-love or for physical health here. This might be like, wow, I had no idea if I got up at 6 a.m. and I went and I did yoga overall, right? Like that could be something really good for me during this time. Or like, wow, I had no idea that I would actually love renting and being a renter than maybe a buyer. Or wow, I had no idea that I would actually love to be able to have a pet here overall. So there's something here that really wants to expand specifically. Or wow, I had no idea I loved working with this coworker, colleague, friend here, and this is bringing me more money, more success, more connections in the community, more partnerships. Okay. For sexual wellness too, this is like expanding some sort of like sexual health routine. You may need to go get some sort of checkup, do your due diligence with that. Sexual health matters just as much as physical and mental health specifically here overall. Jupiter being in Gemini, you might be thinking about some things with your sexuality, and there might be some aha epiphany moment like, oh, am I queer? Am I gay? Am I bi? Am I this? Am I that? And you go to some sort of like local event in a community and someone speaks about that, and you're like, oh my God, is that me? Right? So this could also be finding some sort of love out there too, or money, or new ways of making money from these different areas and connecting with people on some different topics of conversations. And you may be learning and getting a self-esteem boost when it comes to sales, writing, online presence, community, like take off, yay, gone viral. Now I've reached my, expansion to so many people out there and they love what I'm doing, even with that to Uranus in the sixth as well as the flow to the seventh here. With the conjunction with Saturn in the third house and Venus here, this is like taking a disciplined approach on like what it is that you want to make money, how it is that you want to sell, and what is the structure around it. For sexual wellness, this is how you want to show up with your sexuality and be out there in the community and show up with other people and be very disciplined about like if you are in a relationship, if you are in a marriage, if you are in a poly relationship, if you're putting yourself out there more, like people need to know what's going on. This could also be becoming a part of maybe the kink community with Saturn and Venus here for some of you, or exploring that a little bit more and going to some different things here overall. Some of you might be looking at dating somebody older than you as well. When it comes to self-esteem, Saturn likes to restrict, Venus loves to love. So this is like, how can you maybe put yourself out there more, practice some self-love, self-esteem, confidence too. With the North Node in the third, this is also teaching and course learning as well. So you could be also selling something here that really helps a lot of people, maybe spiritually, maybe also creatively, maybe also subconsciously, psychically, emotionally. This could be something that really takes off with this as long as you have the structured pattern here. This can be really great for sales, specifically in marketing overall. This is also stepping into some connections in your local community endeavors that are going to help you with love, sex, money, romance, pleasure here, or introduce you maybe to some connections. Neptune and Aries making this a new beginning conjunction to Venus. You got two very like sensually kind of like planets here, mystical, and this is beauty and everything like that. This is about how can you be very assertive, maybe with all of these different areas of like your dreams, your goals, and what it is that you want to make real here. You could also get a lot of messages in regards of nieces, aunts, uncles, siblings, cousins. There's people out in the community with what it is that you are kind of doing, or even accolades or people really loving you and bigging you up in this specifically overall. With the opposition to the ninth house, are you letting go of some sort of guru? Are you fighting with like a therapist? Are you fighting with a spiritualist? Are you fighting with someone from far off distant shores, lands, people that are not nearby you? Is there something here that it's kind of opposing? Is there something that's frustrating to you? Is there something that's upsetting to you here overall? Are you releasing or maybe even arguing with a teacher if you're in school for higher education? Are you arguing something about philosophy of like, what you believe in love, what you believe in sex, what you believe in money, right? Is there something here specifically that needs to be worked on? You got two. So it's so interesting. We got duality, which is funny because you have all this third house energy, and then you got transformation, and you have these two images, and there's two faces here as well. So you have a lot of choices, but the bottom of the deck, which I love, you've got more people dancing here, right? So you might be going out dancing in the local community. Spirit's saying you do need to celebrate. You will make the right choice overall. Kick off the party and have a great time. Plan for a joyful lifetime and future, okay? But duality, do not forget about the dual nature of people. Don't lose your vigilance, and transformation changes the natural order of things. Don't be afraid of the unknown. There's a lot of beautiful things that are coming in for your money, Capricorn. So make sure to have all your documents, all your paperwork, all good, especially if you are selling anything, okay? Astro sex, you got a semi-square. You could be 40, perimenopause, menopause, andropause, or not menopause, but okay, maybe menopause, Freudian slip here, but This says needing to sexually express yourself in small tensions here. Yeah. So it's talking about sex, your sexuality, talking about any frustrations, talking about if anybody was critical of like a sex life or a partner out there, something of that sort specifically. You got the Hermit card. So Virgo, you're very wise here. And there's something that's coming to light here. I feel like you're almost not showing everybody your cards or what it is that you're doing. Yeah, you're not. You have the King of Wands in the reverse. You're not showing everybody what you're really creating with this third house energy. And then we have Page of Swords in the reverse. You might also have multiple opportunities to work with people, divine masculine energies, and they may not be the right fit. Or someone that's older than you, someone that's younger than you might go on a date with them, but they may not be the best fit. You're really focused on that money, Capricorns. No surprise here for you, honey. Okay. You are gonna have some people that want to commit to you, want to work with you, want to buy from you, want to big you up. And I'm recording this Aries season. Shut up, Capricorns. And you have so much happiness, so much abundance, so much money coming in, and success here. You could also have Leo or Aries in your chart here specifically, but there's something that you have been working on in silence here that is going to make you a ton of money that other people don't see necessarily. So, Cappies, congratulations. It really seems like you're not focused in on like sex as much or whatever. You're really focused in on your creations and manifestations. And there's the Two of Wands again. So you got some choices here. Make the best decision for you. Okay. First house, ego, identity. You might be questioning your sexuality or things in appearance. Check the other placements in your chart here. Okay. And cutting the deck, we have success. Capricorns, let's go. Can we get some trophy emojis, yo? Choosing the right direction and actively choosing to overcome difficulties. You're on the right track, Cappies. Congratulations. I love you. Make sure to like, comment below in the chat as well as after in the comments. Let me know what resonates with you. It's completely free to you. It does help me grow with the algorithm too. So help your Capricorn rising sister up in here, okay? I would love that. And make sure to smash subscribe and turn those notification bells on. I know 4,000 of you are unique subscribers or watchers or viewers, so may as well come test it out, right? Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Let's talk about you. Okay, so you have this very beautiful energy with Venus in your second house of your money, the way you make money, the way you receive money. This is also the way you receive love, the way you receive self-love from yourself. This is also working on your self-esteem, your self-confidence, your assertiveness. This is also focusing on your personal sexual self-care. It's a very sensual house. So a lot of sensual sexual self-care exercises could be really good for you with Venus in your second here specifically. With this making a beautiful water trine to the sixth here, this might be a lot of beautiful creative opportunities on how to make money with maybe a coworker, a colleague, specifically overall when it comes to work matters. Sixth house is services you give. So you might be giving some sort of like service here, and then maybe you're collaborating with somebody, and then like boom, they think of upsells, and then they think of more upsells, and they think of more upsells, right? And it's like takeoff here. Like you're creating something really big is what I see, or there's a need to create something really big for something like this. There's also a lot of sexual energy with this. So for some of you, this is the house of coworkers, colleagues, and this is like money. I don't know. Maybe you sleep with a coworker. I don't know. There could be some sort of just new relationship or connection that is kind of bubbling up with a coworker or colleague here specifically. For others of you, this is also the house of pets, rental agreements, those types of opportunities. So is there a rental agreement opportunity that's opening up for you to make money, or is it a place that you love, or is it a place that you are going to take action on and move to? Same with a pet specifically here overall. With Venus trining or making a sextile to your fifth house here in Jupiter, specifically, this could be like a surprise creative idea, surprise shock, love, money, surprise like we're pregnant, surprise like I forgot to say that in others. This is also the house of children, or surprise, I'm going to do something for my inner child today, or surprise, I'm going to do something creative, fun, play, artistic, get out there, do something pleasurable here. This could be a surprise sort of money gift coming to you too. even some sort of shock of like a lottery win, different types of things here overall, with it making that beautiful sextile to Uranus. Oh wait, Uranus is in your fourth. I apologize here. Okay. So ignore what I said. I'm not going to cut it out. I stay shameless. IDGAF. I'm not perfect here, okay? So this could also be, well, this still could be a surprise, money potentially from maybe a motherly figure or a parent like giving you money here with Venus ruling money. This could also be some sort of love or a proud achievement or accomplishment that you received, maybe from a mother or maybe the motherly side or something from you did in the past, some sort of accolades here. There's something about you also maybe receiving some sort of like big confidence boost, maybe from a family member or something that you did in childhood, and you're like, wow, I don't even remember that. I'm so glad you told me that I was that great. Just maybe even a compliment. With these brand new beginnings here, you have to ask yourself with Daddy Saturn, how are you going to be disciplined in new beginnings when it comes to love, sex, sexual self care, self esteem, romance, beauty, art, self love? Especially, this is like the you needing to work on your self confidence, Aquarius house. This is literally it. So, are you going to be working with an elder or a mentor to help you with this? This is also money here, okay? So, Saturn wants you to take a disciplined approach on these areas. The North Node wants you to take step into your true north of like, what is it that I truly do love, that I can make money, that I can really fill up my cup and myself here, but how can I be strategic and make a disciplined approach at this? So, this is not like, we have this Piscean energy of like sometimes let's just say fuck it and throw spaghetti at the wall and see what sticks, but then not actually move forward sometimes with it because we can escape, right? And Saturn's like, hang on, bish, no, okay, this is what you wanted. So this is something to be very mindful of. If there is something, this is Saturn asking you, what is it that you want here specifically? Okay, what is it that you want to move forward in and step into this true north purpose here overall with either making money, or is this the love of my, maybe a love connection here? Is this a self-love thing? I feel like it's more of a self-confidence, self-love thing, and really how you make money here and whether or not it feels good to you, because Pisces is the feelings, right? It's compassion. And so I feel like a lot of you need to maybe up your EQ if that's a struggle for you, like emotional intelligence, learn about emotions, feelings, and maybe you're hiring someone to help you tap into this a little bit more. With Neptune and Aries here, you do need to take an assertive approach and action with this. I would just forewarn you, do not be aggressive with anybody that might be helping you move into this true north here. Be mindful of your communication, what you're saying, how you're saying it, and pay attention to really the fantasies that you want to create, but have it be into existence with self-esteem, love, money, pleasure, intimacy, sensuality, this house of like you building up your confidence in these areas. With Venus making an opposition to the eighth house here, was there something that needs to be dead, that needs to be done with this house representing death? Is there some sort of taxes that need to be done? Is there some sort of fight with an accountant? Is there something that needs to be dead with a certain tax bracket? Is this like death of like sexuality and, coming out as a new sexuality? I don't know, maybe. Is this death of, a sexual partner? Is this death of being critical of yourself with taxes, occult wisdom, knowledge, feeling like I want to implement all these things with spirituality, but I don't? Is it death of perfectionistic wounding patterns of, how you show up in your sexual relationships here as well? So, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, let me know what resonates with you, okay? Sweet success is here for money. Like I said, check the other placements in your chart. You do need to hire a mentor. We got the direction card. I don't know. This card came up for someone. So do not deviate from your path. Attract a mentor if necessary and get what you want with this sweet success. So put it in the chat. Like, sweet success is ahead. And we have Pluto, which y'all might really be feeling this. I get it. It was in my first house for a long time, y'all. We have a sexual catharsis, evolving, transformation, death, and rebirth here. And that makes sense with like your identity. You could be 30, you could also be going through your Saturn return here specifically. You could have Scorpio in your chart. But this is also like shedding of this old identity for you sexually, physically, emotionally, everything like that. Woo! 10 of Pentacles. Literally, what did I say? I feel like this is about your money. You could have some money coming in, especially from a family member, a lover, a friend. The Hierophant. This is about, like I said, you spiritually getting what you want here, moving forward, taking action on it. This could also be a Taurus. Okay. And then we have, oh, interesting. Then we have the Justice card in the reverse, King of Wands in the reverse, and Two of Pentacles in the upright here. There could be some sort of contract that is not negotiable or not going in your favor here, or pay attention to contracts with money during this time. Uphold your end of the contract. Otherwise, I don't see you getting Ten of Pentacles here moving forward. So recreate something that you need to. Two of Pentacles in the upright. You're really balancing and multitasking here. So again, make sure you're pouring back some of that money into self-love and into you. Self-love and into you. Ace of Cups here in the upright. What is it that you want to work on spiritually, emotionally, or even with love with yourself? That is like that card for me. We have Uranus, what I say for you. Okay. You're really contemplating the future. The Ascended Master, number 33, is around you. So let me know what you find out with that number here, boo. You have a lot of bright ideas. Take action on it, but remain grounded and keep a plan, okay? Move forward with any creative endeavors. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. That is what I've got for you. Make sure to take 1 second out of your day and smash that like button. Drop me a comment in the chat below or in the comments after too. It does help me with the algorithm and completely grow. It is free to you. And especially if you found value in this, I would appreciate that so, so, so much. Love you, Aquarius. Make sure to subscribe as well. There are about 4,000 you watching this channel that are not subscribed, okay? Okay, Pisces. Last but not least, Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Where my Pisces at? Your girl's got Pisces Moon over here. Let's take a sip and cheers to you, Pisces. Okay, Pisces. This is the you energy. You have a packed first house, okay? We have Venus and Pisces in the first house. What does this look like for sex? This looks like you exploring your sexual identity more, you creating the best sex life that you want, you figuring out your gender identity, you figuring out, how your body is in alignment with like your sexuality and your gender, whatever it looks like for your identity here, your sexual ego, different types of things here overall. What does that mean for money? Thinking about how you make money, thinking about how you want to move forward with money with Venus here and how it's going to be giving back to you. Any new beginnings in money here as well. With Venus here, and when it comes to love, there could be new starts, new beginnings, new opportunities for love here and moving forward. The first house is a new beginnings house. So let's talk about this. With a Venus in your first house making a trine to Cancer in the fifth house here. We absolutely love that. This is creativity. This is maybe you playing around with your sexual self-care, maybe like wearing fun, different types of outfits, makeup, doing different things with your body. The first house is also body. So now like you can get that tattoo, like do that haircut, dye that hair, do whatever it is that you're really trying to do to maybe have like this glow up energy. And you're going to be feeling really good and looking really good here to lots of people. Okay. Especially with Venus being direct and move forward with that. Why not? Um, this is also some sort of creativity with something that like you made, you create. This could be something that you did during childhood. Maybe you're getting pregnant. Maybe someone else is getting pregnant here that you know of. For others of you, this is joy, pleasure. This is art. This is music. This is pottery. This is painting. This is writing. This is vlogging. This is blogging. This is literally alchemizing any energy, just creating as you speak, right? This is also a luck house here. So maybe you're going to be winning some sort of money, some sort of, scratch off lottery ticket win. It doesn't even have to be the whole jackpot. It could be, that'd be really cool, right? And it could be, even like $4. There could just be something around money luck in this house. A lot of you, I could really see you creating some sort of business opportunity that you love here and maybe even work from home position that just expands specifically, right? Work from home because this is an entrepreneur house. This is creating. This is also creation. And when you look at the home house, this is typically fourth house of Cancer, and you got Jupiter in there hanging out, expansion, right? You got this beautiful sextile here. And for a lot of you, this could also just be you expanding and connecting with lots of dates, lots of opportunities, lots of sexual hookups, romance, whatever, even self-love, taking yourself up on a date. Okay. So pay attention to that if you are single, Pisces. With this sextiling Uranus in the third house, this is like surprise, like shock, and awe, like money opportunity from neighborhoods, local communities, aunts, uncles, nieces, nephews, cousins, siblings. This is also maybe surprise, like shock, like I just bought you this getaway trip or travel here, short distance travel here. This could be like surprise, like you meet somebody that you love at like the local gym or some sort of local restaurant or some sort of like coffee shop, bookstore, community. This could be a surprise, like I met this person and maybe this was like a random date night or a random like sex date or something, a hookup, whatever. So you're looking good when it comes to meeting some different things. This could also be like surprise, you go viral on social media, it takes off here with something you post about. That's very Venusian here. This could be surprise and uptick of sales if you have your own business here specifically. It really looks good for you. So yeah, lots of surprises. This could also be even you like taking some risks and putting yourself out there and surprising yourself in a way as well. With all these new beginnings in the first house of you here, I see like there's something that you're trying to change with yourself, your identity, and maybe even like trying to be very disciplined and have some sort of action in how you are creating, the best version of yourself, how you want to show up every day, how you want to live a life of moral integrity, how you want to stay disciplined in boundaries within yourself here too. I really love that for you. And this could be with sex, love, money, relationships, and following, your true north, your heart in this life and this destiny here, and like how you are meant to move forward in that specifically. This is also about finding your purpose, your passion, who you are right now at this time. And maybe you're kind of trying to figure that out a little bit with all of this going on in your first house specifically. This new beginning with Neptune and Aries, this could be something that you're kind of like fantasizing about, dreaming about, and trying to take action on and move forward on. So, this is something with you that you might be having some significant indicators with that. I would just be very mindful to take things one step at a time, but don't move, be quick, but don't hurry. It's like that basketball coach. That's what my dad would always say, when he coached me in basketball, be quick, but don't hurry. So, this is something where if you hurry too fast, you're going to lose some different details. So you got to be quick in your strategy, but don't hurry where you rush it and it completely gets messy with Neptune energy. So pay attention to any details of anything new that you are creating within yourself, your body, your identity, your sexuality, just all these different things. With the South Node opposite your sign, right? Your sibling sign of Virgo in the seventh house here. Are you letting go of some sort of marriage commitment? Are you letting go of some sort of business contract, legal agreement? Court case matter? Are you letting go of some sort of criticism of maybe business partners, a marriage, an ex, and like releasing like maybe negative things about them or how maybe you showed up in this relationship? Like, what do you need to take accountability for, and how can they take accountability? Releasing any perfectionism and how you show up in relationship, sex, money, love, pleasure. Releasing, any idea of like, wow, I should really be married at this point in my life, but I'm not. Or an idea of like, wow, I should be making this much money in my life, but I'm not. Wow, I should have more friends in my life at this point in my life, but I'm not, I don't. Or wow, I should be, in a loving, like sexual committed partnership or a relationship, but I'm not. So pay attention to these stories, Pisces, because Virgo can be really good at tricking us, and it's not about being perfectionistic. It's about compassion, okay? Your sibling sign. Duality. Ooh, and we got power. I see a lot of you for money, finances, career. Don't forget about the dual nature of people. Don't lose your vigilance. And then we have power. You have the power to take control of your life, career, and finances. Focus on your needs, Pisces. I love that as the overall energy for you because you specifically are so compassionate, so empathetic, so giving to people. And it's like, what about you, Pisces? What about you? You know? Sexuality, yes. What did I say? Venus. You literally have so much love, romance, affection, and gifts coming in. This could be a Libra Taurus, but again, this is new movement of these relationships of dating and all these aspects going on in your houses here. So put yourself out there. You could be 28. That could be a significant date, or as well as the 10th and the 1st here. You could be going through your Saturn return. But just know how loved you are, Pisces. Okay. I love this for you. Okay, High Priestess in the reverse. There's some sort of thing that you're fearing right now or you're not seeing. There's some sort of subconscious programming that you need to release. Yeah, Eight of Swords in the reverse. You've almost done it, but I feel like this is you not being hard on yourself. Ah, not holding yourself back anymore. 8-8. You could been and born. Oh my God, you could have been and born. You could be born in 88. You could be seeing 88 a lot. Um, But this is about you trusting yourself to make the best decisions for you in love and strategy and your thoughts and your mindset and moving forward into this happier path. There's like this rainbow here, right? So there's like this light at the end of the tunnel energy that is showing up for you, shut up, and a brand new opportunity that you are manifesting, creating. Gemini, Virgo energy here, new contracts, new love, new business opportunities, new sexual partnerships and relationships. So really trust in this, that spirits pushing you and propelling you forward into this portal. Seven of Cups. Pay attention to your dreams here. What is it that you want overall? The Empress energy. Some of y'all are going to be getting pregnant. Congratulations. Again, Libra Taurus energy. Take advantage of Venus going direct in your sign, Pisces. It is exalted, meaning that is the best, most harmonious placement that it can be going through. And again, first house, ego, identity. Trust yourself in moving forward in these endeavors here, specifically Pisces babies. Okay. And then we have expression. So some of you need to talk, put yourself out there in the workplace, open up your heart and connect with others, express your creative self. Maybe you're creating a podcast, maybe you're going on a podcast, maybe you're just really focusing on creativity during this time, Pisces. So make sure that you do like, subscribe, comment in the chat, Pisces, how this resonates with you, or even after if you're watching the replay back, boo. I would love that so much. I know that it is, maybe a couple seconds out of your day here, but I would appreciate that so much because it does help me with the algorithm when I'm doing these really long videos, and it is free to you. So I would just love that. Okay. I'm going to stop sharing my screen here. So if y'all made it with me through the end of this video, I just want to say thank you so much. Thank you to all my returning subscribers for your likes, shares, donations, your comments, your tips, the money that you are giving me, the energy that you are giving me, and being on these premieres and my lives with me too. How did we like this video? I know this is a newer type of vibe, energy that I am doing when it comes to the astrology, the tarot, and also me psychically predicting as I just channel stuff as it comes up too, okay? How are we feeling about this? Your sun, your moon, your rising, your Venus. What placements did you check? And let me know in the comments below how you plan on using these energies. Are you ready for Venus to be exalted in Pisces? I am, so let's go. Definitely drop me a heart in the comments below. Yo, send this to a friend if they would love this video or resonate with any of these messages too. And no, Shameless Squad Collective Boo, that I love you so much. And as always, stay tuned for more and stay shameless.